Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly pop culture wrap-up, San Diego Comic-Con edition. That's right everybody, San Diego Comic-Con was this week, and we got a lot to cover for this week's weekly pop culture wrap-up, the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies. Let's get right into it. Some big news for DC Comics. We got, first of all, confirmed some rumors that we've been talking about on this channel for the last few months. First of all, Grant Morrison, Liam Sharp, The Green Lantern. That's right, a Hal Jordan-centric book that's kind of more like a police procedural, right? More than the super cosmic craziness that we are expecting from Grant Morrison. But just like we were anticipating here on this channel, Grant Morrison with artist extraordinaire Liam Sharp is taking over Green Lantern come this November. This is exciting news for me. Grant Morrison is like my favorite comic book writer ever. Probably my favorite writer ever. I'm super pumped for this. He's got 12 issues planned. If it's going to go further than that, I'm not sure, but I think 12 issues is what they got set. Liam Sharp's been doing highly ultra detailed work over at Brave and Bold right now. I think the two of them together with some nice like just a nice cop story, right? I think it's going to be really, really cool, cosmic, crazy, Grant Morrison, Liam Sharp cool. That's what I think. I'm very, very excited. Another rumor we've been talking about that has been confirmed. Kelly Sue DeConnick is on Aquaman as of this December. She's going to try to like redefine who Aquaman is, redefine his origin just a little bit, probably to line it up with the movie. But it's going to be a big title, a big creative shift as that movie is coming out. We'll get to that trailer here in just a few minutes. But I'm kind of pumped for this. I've never been the biggest Kelly Sue DeConnick fan, but she is a very accomplished writer. She's got a lot of talent. I'm excited to see what she's going to do. They're talking about how this is kind of set up to be like the Daredevil Born Again of Aquaman. That sounds really exciting for me. And Robson Roca, who that art is from right there, that's a commission that he did, but he is the new artist on the book as of Kelly Sue DeConnick taking over in December. And also, of course, Jeff Johns, Dale Inglesham doing Shazam starting out in this November. We got a Shazam movie coming out in April of 2019. We'll be talking about that in just a few minutes. Jeff Johns has had this character off the table for anybody else to touch. He's had plans with this character. He redefined the character in the New 52 Justice League series, and that's Shazam. It's available as a graphic novel. He did it with Gary Frank. Kind of redefined Shazam for a new generation. It's kind of what the movie's taken off of. I'm excited to see what Jeff Johns is going to do with a Shazam book. Batman Joker, The Deadly Duo is a new miniseries coming from Mark Silvestri. It'll be written and illustrated by Mark Silvestri. He's apparently been working on this for years, but it is a Batman team-up book with Batman and Joker. So that's kind of cool. I'm not the biggest Silvestri fan. I have a lot of respect for the talent that he has and what he has accomplished in the industry. But I know a lot of you guys out there are probably going to be really pumped for that news. It's been a long time coming, and it is finally coming. By Scott Snyder and Jock. Batman Who Laughs. Very, very excited. It's going to be a mini-series. It's going to be leading up into some crazy things. Scott Snyder says that DC has planned for a huge event in 2019. Crisis. Anybody? Anyway, Scott Snyder and Jock doing a Batman Who Laughs miniseries. They're going to introduce a new Dark Knight, one that we haven't seen before. I love metal. I love what Snyder's doing on Justice League. I love Jock as an artist, especially on Batman, especially on Joker. A Batman Joker, the Batman Who Laughs with Jock and Snyder. Yeah, I'm down for that. Detective Comics, it has been officially announced, as we've been talking about on this channel, that Peter Tomasi is taking over the title in December with issue 994 with an eye towards 1000 and beyond. Comic book veteran Doug Mahnke is going to be joining him on the artwork, and yes, Batman's wearing the underpants again. I had hoped that we had grown beyond this underpants thing, but Superman and Batman are back in their underpants now. And I guess it's just the way it is, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I'm very excited for this book. It seems really, really neat. I really like what Brian Hill's doing with the book right now. I hope that he gets an Outsiders book or something outside, like something to spawn out of this run. Maybe Black Lightning and the Outsiders would be perfect. But Peter Tomasi, Doug Mahnke on Detective Comics. I'm excited. I'm down for that. Batman: The Three Jokers. We knew it was coming. We knew it was by Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok, but we got the cover now. Those are the three Jokers. We got Killing Joker, obviously. We got Death in the Family Joker, obviously. And kind of looks like the old, like, kind of Gold and Silver Age Joker, at least to me. That's what it looks like. 3-issue series. We have no release date yet. But that's what it is, and each Joker is going to have a giant part in a tragedy in a Bat family member, mostly Jason Todd, Barbara Gordon, and Bruce Wayne. So obviously we got Killing Joke, Barbara Gordon, there you go right there. What is it? Death in the Family, Jason Todd. What's the other Joker? Are they going to go the route with the movie where Joker killed Bruce Wayne's parents? I hope they don't go that route. I don't think they will, but I just wanted to throw that out there just in case they do. But very excited for this to finally see fruition. 3 issues, it seems, I guess to me, it's going to seem like the structure is going to be every issue is going to be about a different Joker. And just going to tell their stories or something like that. Speaking of Jeff Johns, his new imprint, it's been announced. It's called DC The Killing Zone. The Killing Zone is going to be a line of comic books curated and mostly created by him that's going to span the DC universe from 1940 through 2040. So it's going to kind of have probably some JSA and some future stuff in there as well. That seems really exciting for me. Another thing about that Three Jokers book, that's going to be DC Black Label. It's going to be a little bit mature, kind of in vein of like Doomsday Clock or something like that. That's a lot of DC news. Over at Marvel, they got a new Marvel Knights one-shot. At first, we thought it was a whole new Marvel Knights line relaunch, but it's not the case. It's just going to be a 20th anniversary one-shot celebrating Marvel Knights. It's going to have stories involving the original Marvel Knights lineup: Daredevil, Inhumans, Black Panther, and Punisher. I think they're going with on the other one. Yeah, of course it's Punisher. But Donny Cates is like kind of spearheading the whole thing. Donny Cates, Matthew Rosenberg, Tinny Howards, and Vita Ayala are going to be involved in that book. Very excited to see that come. I really thought we thought it was a whole like line thing, and that could be cool too. Miracle Man, the finale by Mark Buckingham and Neil Gaiman is finally coming in 2019, according to Marvel. Exciting news for Miracle Man fans that had been waiting literally decades for that story to finish. A couple new Spider books coming out of the Spider-Geddon thing. First of all, we got Spider Girls, written by Jody Houser. Very exciting for me that Mayday Parker is back in this, the original Spider-Girl from the What If series and her own series by Tom DeFalco and Olaf, right? Anyway, that's really exciting. The other book is Spider Force, and that's written by Christopher Priest, and it highlights Scarlet Spider. That sounds really nifty. Black Panther's sister Shuri is getting her own series by Nnedi Okorafor and Leonardo Romero that starts in October. Leo Romero did fantastic work over at Kelly Thompson's Hawkeye. Excited to see his artistic talents on this book. Excited to see this book happen. A couple other little comic book announcements. IDW's got a couple. George A. Romero, one of the last projects he was working on was called Road of the Dead. It was going to be kind of like a prequel to Survival for the Dead or something like that, or Survival of the Dead, but like somebody else was going to direct it or whatever. Anyway, that script has been turned into a comic book written by Jonathan Mayberry that's coming out from IDW. Also from IDW and Tom Scioli, GoBots. This is the cat that did that G.I. Joes versus Transformers. Very nostalgic, very retro feeling with the art. Very cool art. I'm very excited for this because, yeah, GoBots may be the poor man's Transformer, but growing up, I was a poor man's son, and we had a lot of GoBots, and I was super excited for that. So, very much. Let's talk about some movies and TV stuff. First of all, some trailer reactions. Aquaman. First of all, I'm a huge Aquaman fan. Super pumped for Jason Momoa playing Aquaman in this Aquaman movie. Every image we saw kept getting me more and more hype. What did I think of the trailer? I thought it was all right. I thought it looked extravagant. Like, the visuals looked amazing. Black Manta looked amazing. I'm still not completely 100% sold on Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I'm a huge Momoa fan. I'm a huge fan of him as Aquaman, but he's just, I don't know. The trailer was all right. It was good. Black Manta looked awesome. The visuals looked amazing. Ocean Master seemed cool. It seemed all right, but the trailer I actually liked more was Shazam. Shazam was a trailer that really I thought was awesome. I think it's going to be a really fun movie that a lot of people are going to respond to. It looks kooky, it looks goofy, it looks fun, it looks exhilarating, and it looks adventurous, and it looks like it's going to have a little bit of heart to it. Just like the Jeff Johns Gary Frank series that we were talking about earlier in the video. This is straight up almost like, it just seems like almost like it's going to be scene for scene from that comic book series, except for it's going to be Mark Strong as the villain, as Dr. Sylvania, instead of Black Adam. And I'm totally cool with that. I like it. I think that both the Aquaman and the Shazam trailers were really good and really made a lot of people feel very positive about the future of the DC movie slate. And yeah, I'm super positive about that right now. I'm not as positive about the Titans series. The Titans trailer was up, and the whole Batman thing. Dick Grayson, super dark, super edgy. I'm not down with it. It's like they're writing Dick Grayson as Jason Todd. I'm not cool with that. I'm not down with that. If you want to do a Jason Todd show, do a Jason Todd show. I even hear that Jason Todd is going to be in this series. So why is Dick Grayson acting like the way he's acting in this trailer? Does he kill those dudes? It's straight up is like he shoots those dudes and then stomps on that dude's neck and like breaks it, right? I don't know. Too dark, too overly edgy, and just, I didn't like it. F Batman? Nah. F Titans. That's what I feel about that. And it really sucks because I'm super pumped for this. I really am. And DC Universe streaming service is going to be $7.99 a month or $74.99 a year. That's reasonable. But I need something more than this Titans. I really do, because that's not doing it for me. Godzilla, King of Monsters. Thought this trailer was great. It's got, what's her name? Millie Bobby Brown, something like that. 11, right? She's in it. That looks cool. I thought the trailer was really cool. I like Godzilla. I like the big monsters and Ghidorah and all that stuff, right? Mothra, Rodan, all that stuff. That's cool, right? It's cool to see them in the trailer. But the trailer, like, it sets up an idea that's really dumb to me. Like, there's this crazy thing happening, and we have to unleash these giant monsters to take care of. And I don't know. Why can't they just come up on their own and then start, like, rampaging, and they have to awaken Godzilla to stop them? Why can't they do that? I don't know. Why is there going to be like, I don't know. We shall see. But the monsters look awesome. Do they not? And the movie looks pretty good. But the music in the trailer, it's a little suspect. Fantastic Beasts had a new trailer. That was awesome. Thought it was really cool. Super pumped for this movie. The Crimes of Grindelwald. Very excited. Very pumped to see what Jude Law is going to do with the character of a young Dumbledore. And excited to see about this little darkened corner of the Harry Potterverse kind of open up a little bit further. Because I thought the last movie was all right. But I have more excitement for this movie and the world building that's going to come and some of the revelations, right? Star Wars, Clone Wars coming back to TV. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. For how long? I don't know, but they're basically going to be finishing up the Clone Wars. I love the Clone Wars animated series, so I'm super pumped for this news. The trailer was awesome. And it's one of the most beautiful shows I've ever seen. I could just look at the backgrounds of Clone Wars over and over and over again and be satisfied. New Doctor Who trailer. Looked great to me. Jodie Whittaker, is that her name? Playing the Doctor now, new Doctor, comes out in what, October, something like that? I'm pumped. Looks great. Special effects look great. Cinematography looks great. Her performance as the Doctor, the little bit that we see, looks great. The new companions look great. I'm pumped. Why aren't you? Do you not like Doctor Who? You should. It's pretty good. And I'm pumped for the new one. Iron Fist, Season 2, that trailer. You know, a lot of people didn't like Iron Fist. I liked it. It was dumb. It was super dumb. But I really liked it. It was like dumb, funny, and kind of enjoyable, at least to me. Season 2 looks pretty cool. I heard that they kind of did a lot of fixing of the Iron Fist character at the end of Luke Cage Season 2. Haven't watched Season 2 of Luke Cage yet. But I really did like Iron Fist. Oh, alright. But I really did enjoy the character and the Defenders. I really did. So, I have high hopes for this. Plus, Daughters of the Dragon. Speaking of which, Marvel's doing a digital first series of Jessica Jones. Just came out by Kelly Thompson. Fantastic. You guys should get on Comixology, check it out. It is so good. They're also going to be doing Daughters of the Dragon, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. I just thought I'd say that, because that's kind of neat, right? So, some other news. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, one of my favorite TV shows ever, getting rebooted. Rebooted, Joss Whedon's involved. I think he'll be slightly involved, but it's kind of exciting to me because Monica Oyusu Breen, I messed that name up, I'm sure. She's going to be the showrunner. So Buffy is going to be more of, they're going to attempt to have it be more inclusive. So Buffy's going to be a black woman, for instance. And the show's going to be run by a black woman. So I think that's cool. I just recently did a big rewatch of Buffy, and as much as I love that show, it seemed very white. So I think it's going to be cool to kind of reboot it, tell it today with better effects, because Buffy didn't have the best effects. It had great effects for its budget at the time, but it doesn't hold up very much. So I'd like to see a Buffy reboot, a revival, a new show, with a new cast, more inclusive and diverse cast, and I think it'd be really cool. So I'm kind of pumped for that. I'm very intrigued. Lobo's going to be in Krypton Season 2. I don't care about Lobo, and I haven't seen Krypton, but if you Lobo fans didn't know that, that's what's happening. That sounds exciting for you guys. There's a Stargirl TV series coming to that DCU streaming service. After that Titans trailer, I kind of don't care. But Stargirl's a really cool character. Courtney, she was created by Jeff Johns for the Stars and Stripes series. I really like it. His JSA run. It could be cool, but that Titans trailer doesn't do anything for me. And finally, let's talk about the Toys That Made Us. They announced a Season 3, and they're going to focus on wrestling figures, My Little Pony, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Power Rangers. I'm so excited for this. That show, if you haven't seen it on Netflix, is amazing. You totally got to check it out, and I'm so pumped for Season 3. Season 1 was great. Season 2 was great. Even the episodes about Hello Kitty and Barbie, I didn't think I'd be that interested into them. Man, they were awesome. Fantastic. Upcoming here at PCP, well, we got the usual routine going on here. We got Movie Monday tomorrow. Talk about Amazing Spider-Man number 2. Yeah, we talk about it. Anyway, also the weekly comic book review coming late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. And, of course, the weekly pop culture wrap-up and all that jazz and more podcasts and all that stuff can be found at popculturephilosophers.com. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Please do let me know anything in the comments you want to talk about what I said or what I didn't say. What's your favorite San Diego Comic-Con announcement? What are you most hyped for? Me, personally, Grant Morrison on Green Lantern. That's why I started the show off with that. Super excited about. Anybody that knows me, anybody that follows this channel, you know that. Anyway, what are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments down below. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, check us out at popculturephilosophers.com and, of course, patreon.com/PCP, where you can help support this channel and unlock exclusive content. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Thanks for rocking with us, and keep on pop culturing and comic-conning.